Someone there.
Combat initiated.
We're gonna be a good fight!
Whoa. You hear that? Something's ghosting us.
Smash it!
Never seen you so eager to die.
Only one of us survives, and it won't be you! You hit like a rat rope!
Gone. Now I feel cheated. Hold up. You hear that?
That's it.
Not bad. Remind me to give you some pointers sometime. You got a second?
Hey,
What is it? You have time to talk now. Still have some...
of course.
Appreciate it. We've been on the road together for a while. And we've taken some hard knocks. But through all that crap, I notice you've always been sticking by me. You know, watching me back and making sure I don't do anything stupid. I think maybe it's time to tell you a little bit about who you're traveling with. There's no reason for us to keep acting like we're strangers.
I appreciate your trust.
Well, you're the first to earn it. It all starts with two wastes of humanity I suppose you could call me parents. I'm convinced I was a mistake, because I can't remember a single moment that they treated me like their daughter. I was yelled at and beaten. Everything I did was wrong. Nothing but a nuisance in their eyes. The whole time I was telling myself that they had to love me, even if it was just the tiniest bit, because they never kicked me out. Then me 18th birthday arrived, and I found out why they kept me around. They slapped a shock collar around my neck and sold me to slavers. They didn't even care enough about me to say goodbye. 18 years of suffering through that shite, and all I was worth to them was a pocket full of caps.
My God. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. But there's more to the story. It would be easy to blame me charming personality on me parents, but they didn't make me this way. I did. I was with those slavers for 5 years. Roughest 5 of me goddamn life. The things they made me do. The way they used me for their amusement. It sickens me to me stomach even thinking about it. But I bided me time and learned to use their own methods against them. Stealing a few caps out of a sleeping man's pocket is a piece of cake. As long as you don't get greedy.
I can't even imagine having to go through something like that.
You think that's low? Just wait. It took every ounce of patience I had. But after 5 years, I had finally pocketed enough to buy me own way out of there. But instead of heading off to try and repair the shambles of me life, I gave in to me rage and I headed home. You can imagine the look on me parents' faces when I kicked open their door. What you can't imagine is what they looked like after. After I emptied me gun into them.
You did what you had to do.
Did I? When I close me eyes, all I can see is their faces twisted with fear. And then my mind starts wandering and I start judging myself. And it's ripping me the fuck apart. You'd think I inject myself with all that shite and drink myself drunk because I'm a tough Irish girl. I do it so I can forget and move on with my miserable life. So there you are. The entire flawed package known as Kate. Stripped bare for your perusal.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
I knew I was taking a chance telling you all this, but I never expected you to say you were proud of me. I think I needed to hear that from you. Thank you.
I'm always here for you, Kate.
I'm glad you feel that way. We're partners, and we...
Right?
Find him and kill him! What the fuck was that? Someone there? Time to reel him in.
find anything good on him. Hey, this is my favorite part of the job.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, said so, right there. Here's a thing, a sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. Why drink dirty radioactive water when you could have it pure and bottled? Shen Kowalski's Clean Water Market, straight from the filter.
Send reinforcements to the lot.
Rocket 69 is next. And, I mean, you don't hear them singing about the other 6, which kind of makes you think...
Easy.
Last mistake!
Now you're starting to piss me off.
The courser is now on the 3rd floor.
That was some
Report to the
bullshit.
second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Gun her down! Huh? What?
Swore I heard something. We've gotta do this more often.
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
What?
You're gonna pay. Come on, baby! Show me what you got.
contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Yes. Oh, you always take me to the nicest places.
Hey. Who?
Fall back to original position. The courser's nearing the elevator.
What the hell was that? I was just getting warmed up. I could wait all day to show yourself.
The courser's after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
Who's there?
What the?
I'm not touching anything. I don't even know what half this stuff does. Playtime! This is gonna be a piece of cake! Gotta be something of value on him.
Nat King Cole there. He's just the best, isn't he? Here's the latest news, or at least the latest news that I've heard about. Maybe everyone else already knows. The Brotherhood continues to do stuff around the Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was, I mean, as far as I know, filled with super mutants. So, that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of, mutants. That was a joke, by the way. I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if the Brotherhood is listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me.
What time is it? Why, it's time for a whole lot of shaking. because it's the day of the next dawn. I thought I would try something there. Probably didn't work. That's fine. Yeah, here's the song.
I don't know the
Bail me out.
password. I'm telling the truth. I believe you are. Oh God! Please, no! Please, no. You don't have to do this, please. Get over here. Are you here for the synth?
That's not why I'm here.
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me.
Uh-huh. I need what's in your...
That you cannot have.
Good. Whoa.
Hey there.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
Who are you?
We'll talk once you open the door. The guard put the password in a toolbox. Use it to gain access to the... Use the terminal to open the door. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Oh, you must not have...
My institute designation is K-19.
Right.
I knew they'd send a courser. I think I would have lost him too. But then I was captured by these Thanks again for your help. And before you ask, the Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead.
Amazing how much money these old corporations threw away building crazy shite like this.
Whoever this
Cleo.
Brotherhood of Steel
I've
is,
got a weapon
I'm
here
not
for
buying
every
that
situation.
come in peace malarkey.
Hunting, protection,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
purchase a variety in case of boredom.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
Depends on the work.
You'll never find a more fair... If you don't mind a little man, I'll give you 50 caps to... Interested?
You can do better.
Fine. Take 100 up front.
I'm gonna need more.
You're just gonna have to...
This is just a bad deal.
You're killing me.
Still not good.
200. And that's as high as I go. Jeez, I gotta walk.
I'm in.
That's what I like. Let's go inside. I'll give you the lowdown. Who's the redhead? She's got that stabbed her eye with a screwdriver.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil.
I found Virgil. He has a way inside the inst...
A Corsair chip. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of sin, but there are people who might. I work with... They're called...
Thanks, Doctor.
I can't contact them directly. They usually come to me when they have a sin.
Sure.
But I do have a code phrase.
All right. I'll find them.
Good luck.
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at?
Hey,
Sure, sure. Just keep your shirt on.
Yeah?
Don't worry. I only test the weapons on
I've got a few minutes to browse.
purchase a... fucking throw now.
Let me know if you find some spare ammo. Something's ghosting us.
Nothing there now. Where are you?
It's easy.
Here's playing tricks on me again.
Damn it. Got blood on me boots. Come on, you rats, zombies. Come on, you rats. They're wiping the floor with you. Job that I love. Shit, I was just getting warmed up. Something isn't right.
So that's not right. Huh. It spins. Oh, so it starts with R. There we go.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I found a courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. Oh, I see you invited the...
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating her, you might want to show this courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. I'm Desdemona, and I'm...
Hopefully we can work some...
What you're asking for,
Des, we need to let her in. She's got an intact courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. She killed a courser. There's no way she's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
We having fun yet?
Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Oh, hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
Don't try anything, stranger.
For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
I don't know.
This isn't a negotiation. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away.
Excuse me.
Made up your mind. We decode the courser chip.
Fine.
All right, Tom.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't
So
crash.
Make it to the border?
Hold it together.
I'm still waiting
Memory
here from
hiccup.
Randolph. I
Here
heard
it
the runners
comes.
hit resistance near
Encryption algorithms.
The whole safe house is
All right.
dark now.
All right, we're
Could
still
be
running.
weeks before we get a debrief. I just want to know if it's
Oh man,
Don't we all?
They've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on.
Hey, don't try
Show me
anything,
that
stranger.
Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute...
Don't try anything, stranger.
Better lead somewhere. I don't fancy spending the rest of me week wandering in circles.
Dr. Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Fire it. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good.
Firing!
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving.
Looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. As long as you don't. Anytime.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered out here.
The ends justify the means when it comes to freeing the Commonwealth.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes. Here you go.
Excellent. This will help quite a bit. Here's some caps for the trouble. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
Hey. Go check that out.
Can't talk right now.
Excuse me, Proctor
Gotta
Tegan.
clean the Mirelux
The
scat off
Brotherhood's
my
got a
boots.
lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
This one might be rough. Don't get your hopes up. Damn! Broke a pin. I'll try
I'm looking
again.
for some firepower.
All of my weapons are...
Oh, for the love of... stupid lock. That was easy. How about a challenge next time? Anything not nailed down is fair game.
What brings you to me today?
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping
two in there,
comfortably
and
underneath
they'll
massive containers of highly flammable gas.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
I can't believe super mutants were human.
So, you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
Hey.
Mama Murphy, can we talk?
I know what you're gonna ask me, Joe. I've seen it. And there's nothing I can do for you.
But you have the sight. It has to be able to...
You can't talk to the dead, kid. Even the sight has limits. I'm sorry.
Protect and serve.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. How'd you manage?
The railroad.
Oh God, I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that This isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But if you can build this device, can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Watch it. We're taking Rads.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribe, the moment this information... The Institute. To accomplish this goal, have had our scribes the only logical explanation. That's where we need your...
Well, guess what?
The method is useless without the means. Perhaps we should... Now, indulge me for a moment.
I think...
The Institute preys on the weak to further their... Together, we'll make them pay for them. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to...
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribes. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Shipping out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What did you...
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and...
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal.
Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well...
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started.
Right.
It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal.
Wow.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get...
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner. The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the front of his home.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes, I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on. Here's a list of everything. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek.
Looks good, Ingram.
I wish I had... Oh, one last...
Right.
It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, if you need any help, I'll be... I'd wish you good luck, Knight.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Charlie 9 are in effect. Please proceed to the South Boston military checkpoint parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook. house in case of
Heads
enemy
up.
invasion, and is currently
Think you can unlock that?
What a bobby pins. Have any on you?
Heads up.
Oh, sure.
Look alive.
Make me carry more of
This
your
safe
junk.
house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family members, will be turned away for matters of national safety.
Wait there.
Leaving me
Come on.
behind. It's your funeral.
See what you can do.
Yeah, wouldn't. Yep, I got it. Shite. Almost had it that time.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers.
Damn.
Echo Charlie 9 are in effect.
Ah, so close. Guess I'm getting rusty. Not worth it. This one's a
Look
tough-
alive.
Need something?
Military checkpoint parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
Need your expertise.
Will do.
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently stocked with additional
Damn!
water,
This lock's pissing me off. Damn! Broke a pin. I'll try again.
military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family
Damn! What the hell's wrong with me?
matters of national safety.
Stupid lock. Tumble.
This message will repeat.
There's a rusted shut or something.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
It's all worth every cap.
Right?
Hey, nothing there now. If you're here to trade, let's trade.
Let's see what you got.
It's all worth every...
Best way to spend your caps is protecting your hide with my armor.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Got plenty of stock.
Whatever you find, don't forget to share.
Elder.
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later. I'm too busy to speak right now.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete.
Absolutely.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted. When we throw that switch, God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute.
Nothing's gonna...
Eager to get inside, huh? Now, once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering. We don't have time for this, Knight. Say something.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the... After some time, she developed differences. We're fairly certain that her...
I'm surprised that the...
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we will... If you find out that she's still alive, there's a special project.
What's this project?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going in. Just keep your mind on the mission. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think...
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I... wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on?
Sean, Daddy...
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean!
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. To talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew.
Be Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know.
Just...
I promised answers, but I need you to realize that you have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find yours. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time. I was exactly what they needed. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father.
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is what else can I...
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope.
Doesn't matter what they think. What matters is...
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me... I know there's more for us.
Sure.
The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build... And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
Yes, that...
I know. I know. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen, there is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself.
I'll do whatever...
I am glad to. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please, take some... You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
My mommy says your father's mommy, but he looks so much older than you.
We're all looking forward to working
Hi, Doc.
with you.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as... When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just... If you don't mind my asking...
What makes you ask?
I suppose when I heard your story, I just...
Sure.
You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, We keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to... There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments. So, now that you're here and you spoke...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facility...
I'd like to know about the...
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Doc?
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
You're here?
Please don't.
Glad you made it.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Courses on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Adjustment for you, but try to remember that
here you
synths
are.
aren't
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close... Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal.
Sure.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief... Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are
I'm sure it's best...
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, but I gather you know all this. In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get...
You mentioned that Coursers undergo...
The SRB constantly monitors our those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques. Like
Sure.
Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest.
Greetings, ma'am. All systems nominal.
No visible reaction to K-14. We'll start with this trial.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Safety first.
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I wasn't aware that I needed authorization.
Father may have given you the keys to... If you plan to stay down here with us...
Easy.
About what? You're obviously here for a reason, and...
Sure. I'm not here for...
That's a load of crap. A Brotherhood of Steel airship. I knew it was just a matter... I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intention.
You're giving me your word? Since I might not agree with everything, say what you came here to say.
Are you happy?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratories.
Right.
Only problem is the lack of What does that have to do with...
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued...
Well, tell me something. Why would I possibly want... What reason would I have?
Father trusts me.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
You're wasting... The Brotherhood desired my... I'm not interested.
I was just told to get you...
The Brotherhood wants me back. Sorry, but you're going to have...
I wish there was something I could...
You're wasting your...
Sure.
The Brotherhood I'm not interested.
I give up.
All right? I had a colleague. Several months ago, there was an... I wanted to help with the investigation. The incident never sat right. If you bring me solid information, do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab. I can give you a code that will get you into the section. I'd tell you to be quiet. And finally...
Right.
Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, I've been told to install a courser chip. You're to be given full access.
Thank you. I'm sure...
Given that the relay... In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
Terminal's gotta be somewhere. Won't be able to hack this.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to
Hey, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally must
Dr.
be close to
Clayton
10 years
Holdren,
old by now.
head of the bioscience.
It's remarkable that any
I
child
can't
can
wait for you to
survive
see
for
the
so
work we're
long
doing.
up there, don't you think?
It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but...
Great! In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses.